WWE has been around for approximately 69 years. Ha! Yeah, laugh it out loud, guys. Let's be mature here. We're all adults. But I'm barely 19, so I get to laugh with no judgment. Nah, but for real, WWE has been around for a minute, guys, and everyone knows of its infamous moments like the Chris Benoit thing, the Owen Hart thing, and the Jocks and D'Lo Brown thing. The reason I say thing is not to undermine the seriousness of those situations, but to show you that, look, even if I just say, oh yeah, that thing, you know exactly what I'm talking about, how it happened, and the effect it had on the business. Some fans are extreme. Some of y'all might even know what they ate for breakfast that day. My point is, I don't want to make a video dedicated to lost media we all already know about. I want this video to be about things like New Jack facing the Undertaker, TNA Impact 2, the sequel to the first video game, and the Lost Royal Rumble match where Owen Hart won. Starting off with Undertaker facing New Jack. Yeah, as I said earlier, this actually did take place. This match was lost for years and there was no footage of it, and fans were left curious as to what it was actually like. On YouTube, there has been a video of New Jack cutting a promo on the Undertaker going around, and people are finding it hilarious.
Man, look, don't step on the grave, man. Man, look, wait, hold on.
The spooky music and black and white filter with the mic in hand. This is like today's Who Am I Here With videos.
The question I got for you, right? Your mom got 4 kids, right? How the fuck you know?
But as funny as people find this, New Jack actually seems civilized in this promo and put over the Undertaker as a scary dude. As I said earlier, it was lost for many years until on February 1st, 2021, when a YouTube video was uploaded by Wrestling Newscast 411. The match had taken place in 1995 in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, and if you think, oh, it was probably Mark Calloway versus New Jack, no, it actually wasn't. It was Undertaker with costume, name, and manager, as he even brought Paul Bearer with him. It was definitely a cool match to see, as these two just don't make sense. When we think of New Jack and Undertaker, it's just not something that computes in my head as a match that I would even hope to see. New Jack is a psychopath with weapons, and the Undertaker is dead. Well, that actually kind of makes sense now I'm thinking about it. The next piece of lost media is WWE alternative endings. Back when WCW used to tape matches for programs months in advance, fans would share the endings and dirt sheets and news articles would pick up on the results, ruining the show and hurting kayfabe. Today, WWE are aware of this and are a lot smarter on how to fight this. NXT is a prime example of this, as it is rumored that when Keith Lee took on Adam Cole in the winner take all match, they filmed 2 different endings. This was also pretty much confirmed to be something WWE did, as in 2019, the Velveteen Dream, man, this guy has so much potential, and Johnny Gargano had a match for the North American Championship. The match that was shown saw Velveteen Dream win the North American title. According to fans in attendance though, Johnny Gargano would also go back and make Velveteen Dream tap out and retain his title, leaving the fans confused. This ending is yet to be seen on YouTube or anywhere else though. WrestleMania 36 also allegedly had alternative endings, which probably means there's footage out there of Brock Lesnar beating Drew McIntyre. Again, these have never been shown to the public. Okay, this next piece is a lost Hell in a Cell match. This one is right up my alley. This one took place only a couple of years ago, which is actually like a decade now, but it still feels like it was only 7 years ago. This match was a Fatal 5-Way Hell in a Cell match that saw John Cena take on CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. Luckily, the WWE have uploaded this Fatal 5-Way Hell in a Cell to a YouTube channel, so it has been found, and you can see in the match all the superstars hit their spots and John Cena come out with the win. This is a lost PG version of the 6-man Armageddon match during the Attitude Era. Christian versus Bradshaw. Alright, these two are 2 of my favorite wrestlers ever, so this is why I want to include this here. Bradshaw was European champion and was set to face Christian in an untelevised match. Before the match started, it is said that Christian had an encounter with a player from the Cincinnati Reds, which I'm assuming that this match took place in Cincinnati. Bradshaw allegedly had the upper hand throughout the match, but Lance Storm would get involved, costing Bradshaw the championship and having the title switch hands. The WWE wouldn't count this victory though, as Christian would win the European Championship on a taped episode of SmackDown later on, but his reign would start a day late. Footage of this match has not resurfaced. Alright, now we're about to get into the video game section of lost media. So the first one is WWE Brawl. This looks like All Stars, Saints Row, and Sunset Overdrive on crack. Or maybe a different drug depending on who you ask.
In the past, you've juice.
Absolutely not.
Do you mind shitting in the box?
Shitting in the box would be pretty cool.
Damn, this feels like it could have been something special. It honestly looks like the games I mentioned, but in WWE form. Like, this could have been one to break the mold of an old-fashioned wrestling game. Many factors are said to be the reason why the game was never released, including poor timing, global economic issues, and it just being a hard game to produce. The WWE did file a trademark for WWE Brawl in 2021 though, so there might be something coming after all. Impact 2. The second video game, Impact 2, was a sequel to TNA's first video game. Although I remember this game being not fun at all, to be honest. I think my brother just bought it at a GameStop for like $8 or something like that in 2012. The reason I'm talking about this is because I still find it interesting that Impact was coming out with another game. But I also know a lot of wrestling fans have a soft spot for this first game, so maybe you guys will like it. In 2009, the sequel was being produced, as confirmed by the company Midway, but like in many other cases, the company was having financial issues and later got bought out in May of 2009 by Warner Bros. However, this didn't include TNA's video game license, so the game got scrapped. Later on in November 2009, South Peak Games bought the TNA license, but they released the first TNA game on Nintendo DS and PSP. And that's it. So TNA the sequel never ended up being released. There was, according to Samoa Joe, a build for the game, but till this day we haven't seen it. WWE Online. SmackDown vs. Raw was a popular game series that helped our childhoods become as great as they were. So the last game on this list is a canceled version of SmackDown vs. Raw, which was meant to be online only. This game was made to target the online Korean demographic and would be free to play on PC. The logo looked just like the great old-fashioned SmackDown vs. Raw games, and it had a trailer for it and everything, which is available on YouTube. Here's a clip. It was announced in 2011 that the game had been cancelled due to THQ's third quarter earnings call. This will now be known as the Lost SmackDown vs. Raw video game. WWE Beware of Dog 8 original matches. In 1996, the WWF held a pay-per-view consisting of a main event match between Shawn Michaels and the British Bulldog, among other superstars such as Triple H, Steve Austin, and Yokozuna on the undercard. But in the middle of the show, the power and feed went out due to a thunderstorm. They struggled to get the power and feed back on, and eventually when they finally did, it was at the start of the main event match. So there are matches missing from the show that are never before seen to anyone besides the people watching the show live and people who watch highlights of them on a free pay-per-view given out to the people that bought the pay-per-view as an apology. There's a video of Stone Cold Steve Austin explaining how he did 2 strap matches because of this. Till this day, the matches haven't been uploaded anywhere in full, though WWE did record them but have said to not show them again because of poor quality. The Lost Royal Rumble match. In 1994, at MSG, there was an untelevised Royal Rumble. I'm assuming this was a live event or a dark match, but it was a full 30-man Royal Rumble, and guess who ended up winning? It was Owen Hart. I know people loved Owen Hart and always wanted to see him as a main event guy. Apparently, this was the way Vince and the producers saw how people would react to Owen in the main event. It was pretty much a test. I'm gonna keep this one short as the whole Royal Rumble has been found and uploaded to YouTube. The link will be in the description if you guys want to watch it. The ECW fire incident. ECW on October 28, 1995 held an event, and like usual, it got extreme. I will say though, this one is known to have gone wrong. The wrestlers wrapped a chair with a flaming towel, and soon the people ringside started trying to put it out. The wrestlers didn't like that though and started throwing the chair around until it accidentally landed on a fan, setting the fan on fire. The footage is said to have been destroyed immediately and has not resurfaced till this day. Collision in Korea sketches. In 1995, WCW and New Japan started orchestrating an event in North Korea. A wrestling event where they would both send wrestlers from their companies over to wrestle, with the main event consisting of Antonio Inoki, rest in peace, versus Ric Flair. The secluded country was known to have had some incidents with the wrestlers. One of the incidents included a good gesture by North Korean jars as they drew sketches for each of the wrestlers. Scott Norton has confirmed that the sketches do exist, but they are most likely in the possession of the wrestlers themselves, as none of them have been shown to the public. Wait, hold on guys, I think I actually found one of the sketches. Honestly guys, I really enjoyed making this video, and I got something to say about that ECW incident. Yeah, that was extreme, but I think deathmatch wrestling today might be even more extreme than that. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. But other than that, subscribe, like, and share. Do anything that you know to make my channel popping. Peace out.